Lost the handle, and then Newman was a little lazy going after it, and Fears beat him to it.
Attack, step in three, Fears turns it down, glides in, and punches one.
10 minutes to go. Here's Fears working on carry. Reverse layup.
Larry into the backcourt, stolen by Fears, who jams it home.
They're looking for a three.
Fears will lift this one. Got it! He hit it!
I mean, he's a freshman. He's going to make there. He's getting his first Sooner assist on the back screen. Those are the plays. As a freshman, you have to box out right there.
Shaken free inside Weggie converts. No. Fears grabs the miss. 2-on-1 with Miles. He'll attack himself. The freshman lays it up and in.
Offensive rebounding glass eater, but that time took it with a right-hand straight line drive.
Tough shot for Fears. I think he was.
Did a great job, and Waggy looking like a human eraser.
Fears transitioning. Godine left wide open. He knows how to drill that. He's going way up over the top and down.
High and soft off that glass gives you a chance.
No, it works. It can work. So Godine battling an ankle injury, and Coach L stripped Fears and Glenn Taylor Jr. There's Fears wide open, lays it in.
A lot of comfort and great pace as a freshman.
That he is. He's got a matchup he wants against Wilde and loops it up and in, just blew right. The SEC tonight, Vanderbilt, Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia, Mississippi State win. And a three ball good from the corner.
To get out and run and have broken floors.
Or just get a steal like Fears. Double clutching in. Shot clock is at 10. Fears creating. Hard to the window and in.
Out front, he's had a hard time handling that.
Here's Fears curling to the bucket. The Sooners get back within a deuce. Shot clock down to 10 for Fears. Behind the back pull up. Foul! Count it! And he'll have it. Thomas has 20. And has the Demons back to within 6. Fears got some space and scored it easily. Here's Patterson's now guarding Fears. Miles throws into Fears. Taylor's three is good. National stage.
Absolutely.
Other programs want them. And the high lob and
player. But if you're trying to get in the rotation, get minutes, what Fredson Cole did, what that does, it gets you trust with the staff.
Fears rinsing off the mark. 0 for 7 from downtown now. Fears runs and punches the rim. Oklahoma entries.
You're going to be able to play with a team like Oklahoma on the road, and that's what they're doing right now.
Sooners get a three by Miles out of the that little jump hook off the inbound play, and it's 10-9 Lions. Good feed. Jalen Moore reverses one up and in. Here's Fears. Buffet trying to stay in front of him. Floater good. SEC in rebounding at 12 per game. Fears blasts all the way to the rim and converts again. Comfortable. 9 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 2 assists, a steal, and he gallops to the window. Had a chance to get it to single digits. Unsuccessfully. Fears all the way in. Man, he is physical. Second home game of the year. Here's Fears transitioning. Just finding enough real estate to
Good score, averaging 12 points a game. Fears with a little floater. And his Uriah Faithful making a lot of noise. A lot of them came down. But the coach earlier today, very disappointed in his team's defense. Fears with a tough drop in control. Trying to use the screen on a blow by. And how about that move with the 39 remaining? You see with the basketball pumped away by Fears. So quick and a slam in. Get a good eye, a good look. The big guy will fire long distance. Here, 11 with that. There's another one. Picked up by Fears again. Elvis. Got it! Long distance. Here's Fears to knock down the three. Elvis gives it up. Fears takes a look at the clock. He floats this one. Back it in his first half. Fears to the baseline. Scoop shot. Oh, my. On the inside to get that miss. Fears, nifty move, strong, and gets it to go. Kobe Elvis, the star yesterday, off to Fears, the three. Got it! To 7. Off the screen, Fears will launch it. Got it! You can't. Fears again, fires, got it. He's sitting beside me right here. Was high-fived by a Sooner fan. That's how good the shot was. Darn good. Moore will finish. Davis with a miss, and on the other side, torn down by Taylor. On the run, Moore with the catch. Moore off the window. When he seals off the weak side board, he owns it. Weather with a very nice. Fears will launch. Got it. And the two-star guards. Back and forth we go, tied at 18. Moore straight on. Yes, he's a real weapon because he's Fears to work. Tough drive. Yes. With that blow by Step. Shear. What's behind you? Boy, Hepburn was coming. Yes, sir. Nearly tipped away. Fears got it back, laid it in. Wow, Fears with a nose for the ball and the explosiveness.
Fears, mid-range jump bar, foul, plus the bucket.
And he dictates coverage because he's such a good shooter.
Fears sheds his defender. Here's Northweather. That's what he adds to the floor. Fears gets all the way to the rim.
Blending with the very good guards, including this guy. Fears attacks, count it, and a foul.
But he hadn't shot it great like he was earlier in the year.
Fears the steal, glides to the window, and scores. Goodine, the three, and that's good. As soon as you reset it. Fears the lob and more.
Touches inside to a guy like Bennett.
Double team out front, thrown off Fears' leg, but he'll pick it up. Save it to Weggie for the punch. Wide open three. And turned down in favor of a Fears drive that's good.
Most from your team here the last 4 games, he said that we can take a punch.
SEC 10-1 today. Here's jumper from the free throw line for Jeremiah Fears. Now when Fears down to Godwin, he lays it in. Well, it was good defense. Lost the handle, and then Newman was a little lazy going after it, and Fears beat him to it. Stuffs it home, and immediately shooting 35% from beyond the arc. OU shooting 37%. No team near that tonight, but defensive end, they can just clean up a couple things, including this middle ball screen. Three from the corner. Northweather just before. Fears turns on the Jets, and then a little hesitation, and he just stopped dead. Yeah. The guy came up off his back. And Fears on the back cut lays it in. A lunch pail guy off the bench. Doesn't need the basketball to be effective. A step back three. Fears down the lane and with the left hand. With the shot clock expiring, there is Jeremiah
Fears was 8 to get off the shot, but it doesn't matter getting the lead as we are playing the second half and the final half of the event. Fears with a pull-up pop and a good start. And Fears is always going to want to push it. He finds Miles, a three coming. Got it.
Opportunities to go. He decided on Michigan.
Tipped up and in. Oklahoma. Michigan by 7. Fears to operate. Finds himself wide open and sticks it.
Love that set. The least amount of game slippage.
Here's Miles from the corner, and it rattles in. A three rebound. They'll keep it alive for Fears. Fears finds the seam. Airborne. He likes that shot. Beautiful. Jeremiah Fears. Yes, a three-pointer.
Game slippage, Dave.
Godwin has a way, Deb, of really being in the middle of it with big defense. And a scoop shot by Fears. 18 seconds left. Cross court. Dangerous pass.
Well, they're looking for a three.
Fears will lift this one. Got it!
And it's stolen from him by Duke Miles. Hit ahead. Fears finishes at the rim. Sooners want to run. Fears and Moore run. Moore backside. Bounces high. But can't from Cato. Now Fears has got to go make a play. Has the quickness advantage over Eaton, and he
opportunity that they had.
Beautiful feed by Fears and the finish by.
Those are the three that typically carry you offensively.
Fears goes right to the window. Fears hesitates but gets himself free from the foul line, and a friendly counterattack. Step in three. Fears turns it down, glides in and punches one.
Can play that 4-5 and give them a little versatility offensively.
And there's Fears with the get free from Elijah Terry. Fears, foul line jumper, and foul. Just couldn't get one off over Luke Northweather. He turned it over. And here's Fears attacking, sprinting across the lane.
You really have 5 guards out there.
And Fears cashes in one. The Jeremiah Fears got a goaltend call to his advantage and said it was a goal.
Jeremiah Fears back on the floor for Oklahoma, spinning away from the D, and that is his head on a swivel. Fears, pump fake, and a step back 3. Fears wants it with 6 on the shot clock. That's defender on his hip, and the elbow jumper goes for the layup. Phenomenal. Up top, and Godwin throws it down.
With the Ole Miss Rebels and what Chris Beard has going on. Has some really good players transferring in. Obviously, you have a head coach that has the pedigree. I would expect them, if you want to pick a sleeper, could be the Rebels.
Okay. They got their win over Georgia. Fears dumps off, up and under. Nice finish. Fears that step back. That's a deep 2.
Well, it's really in rapid form. Nice pass. There's Fears dropping a dime. McGee on the swat. Fears in traffic. Absorbs the contact. Fears, he's not going to pass that up. That's why he is an elite. Fears again, passed up the 3, shoots the mid-range, pure.
A&M needed in the second 20.
Yeah, that first stanza.
There's that skip pass again.
And another 3. Fears, the freshman, fearless in the lane, got it to go!
So far in 2 conference games against Alabama and Texas A&M. There's Fears curling off the screen, throws it up, and McGee throws it.
For the NBA draft.
Fears downhill, dumps it off, the assist.
Begins on the bench. Bryson Goodine gets the start. That hot shooting 3-point specialist. Fears attacking and finishing. Fears left open behind the back. And a finger roll. He's got stolen by Taylor. Ahead to Fears. Lays it up and in the second half. Fears crept in, found a way to the ball. Fears weaving his way through traffic. Spins it home. Fears connects from downtown.
Hands it off to Fears. Jeremiah goes left hand the whole way. 35 in a game and a half.
That's what you look.
This afternoon. Here's Fears. Jeremiah. Loggy. And rebound to Forsythe. Up ahead to Fears. Open floor. Takes it himself. 14 turnovers by South Carolina. Northweather fires and got that one to rattle home.
Miles hits the crossover, kick out, Fears, long 3, good. The freshman. That's good execution right there. Here's Jeremiah throwing it up, and Sam Godwin throwing it down. That was He'll pull it back out. Fears, the freshman, drives and lays it in.
Right down to Miles. Fears with a long 3 and rattles that one home.
Guard Jalen Moore. I think Jalen Moore can be an all-league player by the end of this. He's playing like it so far this season.
Boy,
they've got to do a better job. Oklahoma shooting the ball well. If they don't turn it over, great pass. Great pass.
Fears working on Tanner.
Wow, she good off the bounce. Yeah. Really good.
Woo. 10 minutes to go. Here's Fears working on Carey. Reverse layup.
Tell you what's impressive, Dave. Both teams, all players getting back defensively when you don't think you're in the play.
Wow. Hanging in the air.
The degree of difficulty Vanderbilt has had to try to score with. My goodness.
Here's Fears working on Tanner. Oh, the no look to Taylor. He's had a couple of games where he's had double-figure points and 9 rebounds, 8 assists. And just
Fears from straight away, knocks down the throw. Just how deep this team is. Northweather open from three.
That's going to be tough to pass out.
Fears, the freshman, first shot at Taste.
Because they're going to have a 7-game stretch of top 25 opponents. I've never seen that in years of covering the sport. Gone over 3 minutes without scoring a point. Fears, there's the finish. Fears blows by Gray on the hedge out and then gets another and one opportunity. Quickly into the front court. Fears lines up the three and hits it. He was made unavailable. Cam Carter denies Fears that time, but Fears sticks with it. So he's been a little off. Fears has it now. Jeremiah Fears rises high. That time it was higher. Pocket pass to Wagee, puts it in. That is 18 points and their best player on the bench today. Fears drains the three. Oklahoma, they don't want to take a bad home loss to a 1-10 league team. Jeremiah
Gut punch on Saturday, losing at home to LSU. A game they had won all the way to the last 30 seconds.
Nice, nifty time. Fears still plenty of time on the shot clock as he rises and buries. Clayton Jr. leading the way. He's got 8. Good time penetration. He just tries to take the big guy and he'll kick it. You got to get it off quick. He does. Oh, and he knocked it down. Excellent relocation by Fears. Really well done.
5. Moore had it deflected, so no travel. Here's Fears. Shot clock under 3. 3 on the way. And it goes for Jeremiah. Matthews lost the handle. Little contact. Oklahoma on the run out. Jeremiah Fears with the stuff. Of credit and all kinds of headlines. And again, not to take anything away from Jeremiah Fears. Shot clock already at 10. Jeremiah Fears on the drive, slams on the brakes, dumps it off, and Godwin there for the two-handed. Played more point guard than anybody else on this Mississippi State roster. Jalen Moore, 3, good.
Able to dish it off, too easy.
Bulldogs in front by 5. Fears trying to get to the rim. Up with the left hand. What a pretty 72.3%.
Guy can coach.
The lob. Godwin with the finish inside. Fears left alone. 3 on the way and good for number 0. Fears working against Kugel into the corner. Jalen Moore, 3, good. That's his with the rebound, but he has it taken away by Wagee. Now Fears, no look, inside. And a slam for Bryson. Fears feeds it inside to Godwin. Off the window with the left hand. Fears on the drive. Cut off. Steps back to find a little space. How about that?
Finish those possessions with strong rebounds, and the box out is very important.
Fears, a variety of moves in traffic. Fears on the move. Jeremiah Fears lays it up and in. No, Fears on the move. Moore. Great look from Jim earlier today. Who do you try to pattern your game after? Is there 1 or 2 players in the league? Fears, the bucket. Fears again, the lob. Godwin, the finish.
Beautiful screen.
Shot clock at 8. Fears in traffic, and we're tied.
Up his man so he can rise into that pull-up J. Sweet shot.
There goes Fears. Points in the paint now. Fears unable to get by his man, but the nice assist. Fears double team, gives it up. Miles steps into one, nothing but poke it away. There he goes, puts his head down all the way to the rim. Plus,
if you're a post player, you got to learn how to post up against smaller players too.
Fears contorts his first line of D, goes to the ground. Good pass, finding Godwin, throws it. Toughness. Fears off the bounce, finds the cutting Godwin, who lays it in. Fears. He'll find Forsythe in the corner, knocks down.
Mitchell had a career-high 25 in the first meeting between these teams. There's Jeremiah Fears. His
positivity, his vision of the big picture, and they're being rewarded this year. They've been absolutely unbelievable, and he's been dominant in many ways.
And now Grill and others left to try to guard Fears. Oh, what a move. Fake spin, drop it. Oklahoma 10-point lead as Fears attacks. Tough floater, banks it home.
Deep. When healthy.
Fears online with a three. Oklahoma product recently. Fears whips it beneath, and Taylor has an easy one.
They will score enough points. Do they take care of it, and do they get stops down at this end in the half court? And they're right there, points off turnovers for Missouri.
Mitchell's got a dozen, and Fears has got another bucket. The baseline could die, and he saves it out for Fears. His leaner banks home. It stays here with the Sooners, though. Fears helps him get a reset. Jalen Moore open under the bucket. Punches one home. Jalen Moore secures his 6th rebound. And Oklahoma can feel maybe their biggest win of the year. Fears to the rim and in.
Again, earlier today at shoot-around. I'm not sure if it's because you were in the house and you're a former Hog, but he doesn't hog the basketball if the shot isn't there. Fears connects. And Larry into the backcourt, stolen by Fears, who jams it home. Fears to Goodine. That's a three. And
when they got there, they both said it's nice to be home again. Their grandmother used to work at the president's office at Georgia. 7 from three-point land. Oh, man, Fears, no feed in this game. He gets it back, he rises. He buries it. They try to find a mismatch with one of them. Let him go to work. Fears, great play with finesse. Stuffed by the basket. He's able to pick up his own. Fears, yep, knocks down another. Name like a dog food. Okay, Fears to the rack, right? If he wants to fire again. All the way. Yes, he does. He's got the last. They have missed 7 of their last 8. Fears decides to go to the rack, throws it up. He absorbed the contact. To Molly's report, though, Oklahoma closed out and did not jump at Newell. Oh, huge three from Moore, Jimmy, with his team up 8-0. Fears, they found Woogie underneath. The interior defense has been solid, but finally they break. Kentucky's so good with Williams and Carr both rolling out. Fears, pretty. You talk about scores. He's one of them. As Fears penetrates against Chandler. He's deep, and he lays it up and in. That's how he can get going. Fears. Boy, is he tough. And yeah, you're right, Jimmy, the baseline. Fears. Yeah, that one looked a lot better. A set shot right over Garrison. Fears dances around Williams. That was awfully impressive. He's awfully good. Fears. It's 1-on-3. And he got it to McGee, who laid it in. Moore. Oh, what a play. What a catch by Fears. Second half. He's also been fouled 8 times in this game. Continuation for Fears. They set it up for Fears. He curls for a 3. And he got it. Jeremiah Fears. Moser. Boy, Carr saved him. And then Fears ripped it away. Here's Moore. He throws it down. 1-point game. Another. He drives, lays it up, put his left, and it's in. And Oklahoma
for its first bucket.
Fears, look at this. With the left hand, that's silky smooth. Explosive. And away from the double, too, if it does come. Fears over Caravan. Oh, he banks it in for 3.
This is where Fears is dangerous.
Look at that. Oh, a whirling dervish from Jeremiah Fears. He puts it in. Tip in, doesn't go. Fears is there. Rebound, kick. And Taylor bangs in a triple. How about that? A 4. Nice play. What a steal. And it's Fears taking it to the rim for 2. Fearless. Fears, screen Moore, switch Caravan. This is when you're always screaming, nice slip and pass. McGee extra. He is so good.
Only 6 points they've scored this half.
He's so good with that ball. Count it, and a foul.